You do not respond to the physical world. The physical world is responding to you because it's a reflection and it is connected to who you are. What's up, y'all? If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, sharing my own personal beliefs and experiences with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about and apply it to your life to create the reality of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So you think that obsessing over your manifestation is actually pushing it further away? Let's talk about it, because it's actually not. I know there are, because y'all have asked me to talk about this, and I've seen a few people leave comments about this where you're watching videos and somebody is telling you that not to think about your desire all the time, not to think about your manifestation because it's obsessing over it, and because you're obsessing over it, it is coming from a lacking state, and it's pushing the manifestation away, and it's going to be harder for you to obtain it because you are basically like energetically pushing it away from you because you're wanting it or you're needing it or whatever. So let's talk about that. Because those are all just limitations. That is just a big ass limiting belief. Like, first of all, whoever is saying that doesn't understand how this really works, in my opinion. Because if they understood how this works, for one, they wouldn't be saying that. And for two, they would give you the real in a different perspective. So basically, whatever you persist in daily, right? Whatever you are continuously thinking about, that is what manifests into your reality, right? Repetition brings you results. Repetition impresses the subconscious. Repetition is what the subconscious understands, and that's what the subconscious gives you. So, if you are obsessing over something, what are you doing? Thinking about it all the time? Okay. Repetition produces results. Repetition is what the subconscious understands. So, if you are obsessing over something, you are just doing what? Thinking about it all the time? Absolutely. So before you knew about law of assumption, and before you became conscious to the fact that you're the one creating your reality, you were obsessing over things that you didn't want, right? You were obsessing over the possibility of your SP cheating on you. You were obsessing over the possibility that you might not get this job. You're obsessing over how much you're always in traffic. You're obsessing over how there's always long lines in the grocery store. You're obsessing over how annoying your boss is because you're always talking about it. You're always telling people about it. You're always complaining about it. So what is that? That's obsessing over it, right? And because you're obsessing over it, because you're repeating it, it shows up in your reality instantly every single time, because your natural state is what manifests instantly. So why would obsessing over your manifestation in a healthy way, as if you have your desire or that you're going to have the desire, how is that a negative thing? Because you're just doing what you've always been doing, obsessing, repeating, consistently thinking. You're just doing it in a way that benefits you so you can actually control what you're bringing into your experience, versus feeling like you are a victim to your own circumstances and thinking that life hates you, life is hard, and life is happening to you when it's responding to your thoughts. If you feel like obsessing over something is pushing your desire away, for one, that's just a limitation. That's just a limiting belief. But also, again, that doesn't make sense, because what you repeat and persist in, it brings it to you. It doesn't repel it away from you. It's not coming from a lack state, because it's okay for you to want things. It's okay for you to want something. When you realize you desire something, you want it. Okay, well, it's cool to want something. It's okay, because you know that by persisting in your thought, you're going to have it. You know that by deciding it's yours, by deciding you have it, it's going to happen. Like, that's just something that we understand. That's something that you just know. So why would you look at it from the standpoint of, well, it's going to push my manifestation away if I want it? You already know that you want it, because now you've desired it. You realize this is a thing that you desire, a thing that you want. Desiring and wanting is really the same thing. They're just different ways of saying, I want to have this thing. I desire to have this thing. It's the same exact thing. There's no difference. So Obsessing is not a bad thing. It's not coming from a state of lack because you're thinking as if you have it or you're going to have it. You're just thinking in your favor. How else are you supposed to manifest your desires into your reality? How else? If you are the person who can say, I have $1,000 in my bank account right now, and you wake up tomorrow and $1,000 in your bank account, that is perfect. Shout out to you. But for the ones who feel like I can say that, and then you wake up tomorrow and you check your bank account and then there's no $1,000 in there, and then you feel like you're going to spiral and waver because what just happened? I thought my manifestations was supposed to happen. That's why you obsess over your affirmations. That's why you repeat your affirmations. That's why you are consistent, because regardless of what your physical reality shows you, you're the person who has $1,000 in their bank account. You do not respond to the physical world. The physical world is responding to you because it's a reflection and it is connected to who you are. So be the person who has the thing, and then it will be reflected in your reality. It has to. There's no other way. There's no way around it. That's just what the law is. And what you repeatedly tell yourself is what's going to be true for you, because it manifests into your reality. You see proof, and then boom. Now you've created this assumption for yourself. And you keep getting proof of it, and now it's a belief, and now it's on autopilot, and you don't even have to worry about affirming for it because you're naturally in this state, and you're naturally going to think about it, and you're naturally going to be the person who has it. But how you got there is because you naturally became that person internally before you had it physically. And that's all you got to do. So if y'all are watching videos and you hear somebody tell you not to obsess over your affirmations because it's bad and it's going to push your manifestations away, respectfully turn it off. Just turn it off. Because for one, too many different people have too many different perspectives, too many different beliefs. And that's why I stopped reading books, y'all. Like, I used to love reading. And I was always reading self-help books, though. And all these different books, once I finally understood, I'm just reading these people's beliefs, and I'm allowing their beliefs to sway how I feel. I'm allowing their beliefs to basically influence the choices and decisions that I'm going to make. I don't need nobody else's opinion to tell me what I can or cannot do. I don't need anybody else's opinion to tell me what's possible for me or how I need to do things. So instead of reading other people's books, I just decide to go with what I feel, what I believe, and just stay true to myself. I'm not saying reading books is wrong. I'm not saying that listening to other people is wrong. Y'all are sitting here listening to me talk. I'm not saying that that is wrong, but just be aware and be mindful of where people are limiting you with their own limitations. You know, a lot of times when I say things, I try to make it a point to say, this is my opinion, this is my belief, this is what I feel, but I want you all to be your greatest person. I want you to operate at the highest level possible. I want you to completely understand and soak in the fact that you are the creator of your reality. You are the one who makes the rules, nobody else. You are the one who calls the shots, and what you say goes. What you persist in daily, the storyline that you immerse yourself in, and what you allow to be your truth will always be your truth, and it will be into your reality. It will reflect and you will experience it. And it's always been that way, and it's always going to be that way. You just now, because you're a conscious being, have the choice to decide what you're going to consciously obsess over, what you're going to constantly persist in, what you're going to constantly repeat. Again, all of those words mean the same thing. You're just showing up the same way every single day, thinking the same things as if it's already yours and it's natural to you. And therefore, it reflects in your reality for you to experience. So anybody that is not telling you that you are the operant power and that you can do this all on your own by simply thinking, choosing different thoughts, or however you choose to do it, whatever technique or method you choose to do, if they are not telling you that, and they are telling you limitations and what you can't do, the moment can't come out of somebody's mouth and it's not telling you that to eliminate can't, if they're not telling you to eliminate the word can't out of your vocabulary, but they're actually telling you what you can't do, turn them off. Turn them off, because they're not, and it's not a bad thing on them, because they may just not know. They just might not know that you can actually do anything. Anything is possible, because Infinite realities exist, infinite versions of you exist, creation is finished, and everything exists right now. So there's no such thing as can't, there's no such thing as impossible. It doesn't matter how illogical you get, it doesn't matter how deep down the rabbit hole you go. I think that's all I got to say for this video. I intend that this made sense for you. I intend that this changed your perspective on obsessing over your affirmations or obsessing over your desire. Yes, you should obsess over it in the sense of think as if you have it, and you constantly think as if you have it. If you are robotically affirming for something, that somebody may be like, that is obsessing and you're not supposed to do that. But then somebody else who is robotically affirming and actually did it is going to tell you, oh, I actually manifested my desires from robotically affirming. And then the person's gonna be like, but that's obsessing. How could you do it? Because whoever is telling you that it's obsessing is telling you wrong, that you shouldn't be doing it. They're telling you wrong. They're steering you in the wrong direction. And it's may not be their fault, or it may be their fault. I don't know them. I don't know what their intention is and what their motive is. But if you found my video and if you found me, understand, obsessing is not a bad thing. Repeat and persist. That's literally it. You show up for yourself every single day in the same way as the person who naturally has what they want. You think as the person who has what you want. Your reality conforms. It reflects that. It has to. That's just the law. That's literally how this works. Okay. So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. If you would like guidance or assistance with your manifestations, I do offer phone and email coaching. The link for those is in the description below. I also have a YouTube membership, and I have 2 tiers available. I have the Creator Circle and the group coaching. With the group coaching, you get everything in the Creator Circle, plus you get weekly live streams, you get one-on-one coaching, and you get exclusive videos made for all of your submissions. So if you're interested in that, you can find the link for that in the description below. Also, if you do not have YouTube membership in your country, it's okay. I also created a Patreon. You get the same exact benefits. It's just on another platform. So if you need information about that, you can click the link below and see everything that is included. If you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.